Does she have a...
Good morning, it's me, Ma. Tawny's in the round pen, and there we go. Hello, hello. Good morning. Oh, we have Kenzie here. She just asked what happened to the umbrella. I'm going to show you our umbrella. We had a wind gust come up last Friday, and I ripped a hole in the umbrella, took out 2 of our shelter covers, and hey, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi.
Yep.
Can you hold this?
Yep. Guess what?
I will bring those to par.
Okay. I'm just going to send them right over here, baby. Okay. Anyway, guess what? The shelter covers have been paid for and ordered already. So thank you all very much. There'll be a big blast out this weekend about that. Thank you, thank you. Here's some news that nobody knows. We have 2 locations. We have the rescue here. That's for the umbrella if we need it. That's for the rescue here. And then we have a respite about 2 miles down the road where we keep our very special sanctuary horses.
Horses that can't have too many people near them at once.
Right. We have 3 that are they're just not ready for the prime time up here.
Only really 2 of them.
Well, Babe's wouldn't do up here good if Emma wasn't here.
Yeah.
So anyway, we got 3 horses down there. They're all sanctuary horses. They aren't going anywhere. And when you look at our horses here and looking at Tawny, you can see my horses, they're not skinny. They're not fat. Well, some of them are fat. Most people say they're fat. But anyway, they're well cared for. Angel down there has no front teeth at all because she fell on a rock during roundup because of a helicopter when she was 4 months old. She has to only eat hay. If you put her in a pasture, she'll starve to death.
Can we turn this so it doesn't keep flashing?
Turn it where you want to.
Part.
Yes.
Because it keeps...
Turn it where you want, and then if you put this up there right below that, it'll hold it in place. There you go.
How did that change? It went from seeing sun to not seeing sun.
I know. Weird. So anyway, the sheriff showed up there because our horses are not well cared for. He walked through and laughed. They're thinking he was at the wrong address because they were all very well cared for.
How do you do this thing?
Okay. I have to show Ken something here. Just a minute.
Well, where do you?
Up high. Par puts it right up there so it stays right where you want it. It has to be tight.
So you can lower it if you need to?
Yes. Good morning, everyone. This is Tawny. She's a 12-year-old Little Book Cliff Mustang. We are in the process of saddle gentling her.
Loosen it.
To loosen it, you push this button. Wait, let me see here.
Because that tightens it. Wait.
Thought this was the button that, I don't know. That's a par question. He'll have to help us with that because I don't understand the mechanics of it. Doesn't look like it's functioning properly.
No, it's not.
Okay.
That's what's supposed to make it go up.
Okay, so we have... Oh, where are we? We're training Tawny. Let's go train a horse. Yeah, I'm a little scattered today. Oh, I was going to tell you. Kenzie went to catch Tawny. She ended up at the back of her paddock. I walked in there, called her name, and she came right to me. So, at this moment, she is straight up nothing but a horse I can catch. We have to fix that. We probably just won't fix it today. We're gonna change up Tawny's routine today. Hi, beautiful. We're gonna change up your routine today, okay? Did you need a few more of those? You did? She went right to her spot. Did everybody see that? So here's what we're going to do and why we're going to do it. I have an incoming little girl who wants to work with this horse. This horse is not does well with children yet. So I'm going to work her up this morning, and hopefully by the time it's time to groom her, the child's here and she can groom her while I hold her. So that's what we're going to do. Blondie wants to do it. For those of you who have been with us all summer, Blondie wants to do it. So I'm going to have her walk, trot, canter, both directions. Saddle her up, walk, trot, canter, both directions. I'm specifically going to review these videos over the weekend and see how much weight with the saddle exercise lost she's throwing to her front end. The mini henny's feet yesterday, and the video's up. It looks like we were incredibly cruel to them. The reality is they got their feet down and they look good. No human nor henny was hurt in the process at all. And there were no drugs on board this time. So these are all improvements. Okay, so during that workout, I asked her for an easy command, and she didn't get it, and she got confused, and I made her continue going the direction I wanted her to go, and I wanted her to slow down. So I took my energy that I have out here, and I sucked it all in, and I do that by breathing in through my nose and out through my mouth, and literally sucking myself in. And as you saw, she slowed down her trot, she came off the rail, and she came closer to me. When you need to de-escalate a situation with the horse, start with yourself. Bring your energy in, bring your emotions down. You should be a tranquil lake when you work with a horse. Okay, we're gonna roll the other way, huh, baby? Yeah. Now, guys, this is September, and it's chilly. In October, we are going to continue our live feeds. We're going to push our live feeds into late morning, early afternoons, so that it's warm. Okay, you have to go this way. got a walk from her at the beginning and the end on her last session, but I didn't on her first session. Her first session is to the left. This is what we talked about at the beginning of her training, that she'll end up more right dominant with me. I do not know why, but she did better on her right circles than her left circles, in my opinion, by a long stretch of the imagination. So whatever we're doing, but not only balanced her out, but now we have to work a little more on her left, because she has some interesting commands that she's learned that aren't quite correct for our method. But the right, which was a clean slate, now she's got that down pat. So I'm going to see if I can get her to walk around me to the left. Now, I don't know if that's because her right eye is the logic eye or the emotion eye, or if that's just where she's more comfortable with it. Oh, now I can run now. Hi.
It's FedEx.
Is it a FedEx truck?
Yep.
Okay. Well, they're pretty jacked up over there. Car doesn't usually get that jacked up over a FedEx truck. Really alerted. Okay, now he's decided it's not worth it.
But
Went
Pulsar.
back to their food. Just the FedEx truck is what we determined. Pulsar's just all excited that he's working out these days. Okay. It's a brush. A lot to be afraid of over there. Oh, quit. It's a brush. Brush. It's just, yeah, I know. That made you feel embarrassed, didn't it? Backing away because I had something scary in my hand. I touch you with it. It's a brush. And it's a brush that feels good. A brush that feels really good. Okay, so the reason I'm putting a light brush on her and not really grooming her is I'm going to put a saddle on, and I want to make sure there's nothing between her and the saddle pad. And you saw I just flaked off some hay there. I've been saddling her on the left a lot lately, so I'm going to move to the right today. Oh, no. Can't quite do this. I've been doing this for a minute here. There you go. Okay, I'm going to work her again. We want to watch and see if her weight shifts into her front part of her body, her front end, rather than her back end. And see if we can get her to relax a little more with the surcingle on. goes directly behind her. She chose to go right. I also picked up the whip and she did not freak out. She knew I wasn't going to pick it up and hit her. Good sign. We're on the right side. She understands the walk command on this side. Very nice. When we get to the elm tree, we're going to trot. Well-balanced trot right there. Do you see that, guys? Well-balanced trot. Equal weight distribution from the front to back. Now, there. Not bad. Better. Better than it was at the beginning of the week. More balanced. Still a little bit more to the weight for it. Why? I have yet to figure this out. But when I first start asking a horse to canter, they do what she does. And I really have to push them into it. And they'll give me part of it, and then they want to get back to their trot. Ruby did this for a long time, almost 8 to 9 weeks. That's the way she did it. And it really took us a minute to get after her to canter. But once she figured it out, now with her rider on, they just go along and she kisses, and Ruby goes right into a canter. So it just takes a little bit extra, especially with the older horses that are either older or abused. Ruby was abused, and she was rounded up at an older age. So now we have to do the left. Let's push it left. Here we go. It's cold out here. It's like 55 degrees with the wind blowing.
Luna's watching us.
What?
Luna. Luna is watching.
Oh, Luna's here. Good. I haven't seen Luna here too. She's mad I moved their food. We had a skunk coming in eating their food, so we moved it. Skunks are not our favorite things to have in the barn. So personally, I thought her workout with the surf single and saddle pad was exponentially better than her first workout with me with no saddle pad, just our first workout of the day. I got walks when I watered them. The canters are still problematic, but like I said, Ruby had the same problem. Wally had the same problem. The only horses that I don't run into these same problems are my off the track thoroughbreds. You kiss and they're gone. So even Wildfire had problems with it. Denali had problems with it. Oh, big news this week. On Wednesday afternoon, Denali cantered both directions of the route pit for Amelie on command. So that was really good. I thought that was an outstanding training session today. Most happy with what I saw. And actually right now we're going to swap places. Kenzie is going to come get Tawny and take her to her paddock, and I'm going to talk a minute, and then we're going to go get Cop Cop. I hope you guys enjoyed that session as much as I enjoyed doing it. That was an incredible session with her. Yes, I touched her with the whip more than once, but I never spanked her. I mean, the light brush on her hocks and rump just get a little scary, but not hurtful. And you can see she's pretty calm in there. She did much better with the saddle on. I think that saddle was, wow, so much better than it was at the beginning of the week. I'm going to ask someone else I know who was here. Rhonda, can you tell me if her workout today was better than her workout on Tuesday? Please. I'm waiting for a minute while Rhonda figures out how to type that in for me. I think it was, but I'd like to get it. Oh, yes, I did. Okay, yes, she said it. She thought it was. When Rhonda adopts Tawny, Rhonda's going to have to do a lot of FaceTime with that horse. As you saw that horse, her biggest reward is me stroking and loving on her face. I don't never run across a horse like this before. Neck, shoulders, you bet. Face, not very often. So, and by the way, did you see how Kenzie was very careful on making sure that that lead line had no circles? That's important in our world. So, it was a lot better. I think so too. I think when we get back at it, there will be, I don't know what time yet. I really do not know what time it is going to be tomorrow because I haven't got a time yet. But Tawny's previous owner is coming down to see them. And I'm thinking I might do a pop-up live session with Tawny in the round pen and show her what she can do. And carry the saddle and all the things that she's done for us. Because I think she's come a long ways for us. So, alright, so what's going to happen now is I'm going to walk into the barn over there. I'm going to walk through. I'm going to grab a few essential tools. And I'm going to grab Copper. And we'll be out here in a minute. The thing with Copper is, today is, when he comes out, can I get the lead line off before he bolts? That is my goal, to get the lead line off before he bolts. And I'll probably stop at the car and get Kleenex because the ragweed is blooming, or the rabbit brush is blooming, and I can't breathe. So, here we go. You're going to be at the barn for a minute. There, let's see, you got a pole. So I'm going to move the pole, people. Okay, you can see my barn. I'm going to go in this door and out over there, so I'll pop up by the paddocks. Rhonda knows the drill. She'll point you out. go get your food. Now go get your food. Woo woo, the lead line came off. Hi Heather, nice to see you. We just switched to copper. Thank you all for sticking around while I got my second horse out. Greatly appreciate it. For those of you on TikTok, Copper likes diamonds and roses. And for every 4 diamonds you give us, we get a penny. So please be generous with your diamonds. Hi Heather, it's really nice to see you. Bring that in just a little bit. Bring this in just a little bit so you guys can see him. All right, so yesterday the farrier was out here. Oh, well, let's start back. Let's back up. 2 weeks ago, Thursday, Dr. Elizabeth was out here and Matt was out here. Matt's our farrier. Dr. Elizabeth, that you know, is one of our veterinarian teams that work here. And both of them said Copper was fat. And they wanted, Dr. Elizabeth said, I don't want another pound on him. So for the last 2 weeks, yesterday was day 14 from that day. He's gone out 11 out of 14 times. And in that time, Matt said he looked a lot better. We still have 50 pounds to get off, but he's made a huge step forward. So we're going to get at least a pound off today too. So my goal for today with Copper is very specific. I'm trying to get him comfortable on a lunge line and a lead line walking around me. And I need him to start that walk when I cue it. Not start the walk as a runoff. We ran off a lot yesterday. That's okay. We got the walk though a bit. So there's he does every obstacle in the course but one, and that one obstacle is he's got to leave the mat and go to the hula hoop, and he's got to go without us, so we have to signal him to move forward. I think I can get Pulsar there. I have not worked on Wildy yet. Wildy is going to come out this afternoon and I will test her. I thought today was supposed to be blue, sunny skies, but it looks like icky weather around here. And it is burr cold. And I did go get a Kleenex, as you saw when I was going across to the barn. And we're just going to give him a minute to eat. Oh, here comes Spencer. I'm going to have him do Copper's stall while Copper's in here. So I told this story earlier, I'm going to tell it again. Since Heather's on, I'm going to tell it again. Because it happened at Heather's house. So, as you guys know, we're a horse rescue. Just a minute, let me yell it. Spencer, would you please start with Copper's stall? Thank you. We're a horse rescue. And we have 2 locations. We have this rescue here, and then we have 3 sanctuary horses at what we call the respite. And the respite's really where we take the horses that are not ready for prime time. And Yeah, we're really not ready. They're not ready for prime time. Angel and Sundance are the two most abused Mustangs I've ever run across. And Babe is an old mare. I think she's now 27 or 28. Heather will probably correct me if I get the wrong dates in there, but she's 27 or 28. Oh, she's got to be 28. She came in as 25. So she's 28 years old. She has a friend at the respite, Heather's horse. And I'm not going to separate her from her friend because she was without any friends for 16 years of her life. She was without any friends. So I'm not ever going to do that to her again. So she lives down there with Emma Lou. And the sheriff showed up because our horses weren't looking good. Some neighbor turned us in. And you've seen my horse. Look, we're talking about getting 50 pounds off a copper, guys, so you know we feed well. And trust me, they feed just as well at the respite. And the sheriff looked around and he went, yeah, no, there is nothing wrong with your horses. So we think it was a wrong address based on mailboxes, which is probably true because there are 3 horses around them that are all, when I say senior horses, these are 30 plus horses. And yeah, 30 plus horses are hard to keep weight on. As you know, Simon, he gets a lot of mash to do that. So they probably just got the wrong address because there was nothing wrong with our respite. And it doesn't shock me because the sheriff's been out here to see our place. Someone called him and told him I had a barn full of sick horses. He came out and walked through the whole place and kind of giggled. And they actually turned that into a harassment against the rescue. So it's interesting. I think I lost my camera girl. So we're going to let Copper finish eating. I'm going to go work him. I'm going to have to find somebody to run my camera. Or zoom you back out and let you just watch from there. It's the same goal with Copper that we have with Tawny. We want him to walk around me. The walk is really important. And yes, I got the lead line off before he bolted into the round pen. Oh, Amelie's here. I'm going to have Amelie run my camera. And then Amelie's going to be in the round pen next with Denali. So that might make her happy. We'll do a trade-off. Okay, so we're going to give Copper just a minute to see if he wants to roll today. Amelie's vehicle may have startled him a little bit. You know, he's not the most brave horse in the world. Let me find him out there. There we go. Okay. He looks pretty chilled. All right, I'm going to go talk to Amelie and I'm going to get this party started with Copper. Amelie? Hi, will you run my camera? And then Denali has the round pen next. Thank you. So ladies and gentlemen who are watching, you're going to get a special treat on our next live, so you may have to jump locations with us. When we finish here with Copper, we're jumping over to our YouTube account and our GVHR TikTok account, and Denali's going to come out and we're going to showcase what he's done. Real excited about that. So we have Wildfire come out here in the afternoons, and she licks her ball clean, she knocks it over, she licks the dirt, she licks it again. Copper always leaves a bite in there. I find that interesting. I'm saving a little bite for later in case he needs it, I guess. All right, so my goal is to walk. Woo. Okay guys, that was a very prime example of Copper understanding a command on the left side and not understanding it on the right. So when I talk to you about training your horse with their eyesight so that you train both left and right, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Because his right eye, he does not have a woo command. He has a really good one on his left. And I wanted you to notice that when he was walking, I didn't talk, I didn't move, my lead line didn't move. He did exactly what I was asking for. So all the pressure was off on my side. I was trying to be as small as possible in that round pen. And Captain Jack showed up because he's looking for Amelie. Amelie's one of his most favorite people on the planet. No, I'm not Amelie. No, she's behind the cameras. So the other day he was up on Par's lap while we were doing the camera area. You just realized there's a horse in here. He was up, yeah, she's up there, baby. And so Captain Jack was up there on the camera area for a good 45 minutes. He left when Par left us, and I was up there doing the next lesson. And when that happened, a mouse ran across my feet, and I thought, Captain Jack, you're doing nothing. Okay, so I'm now going to try to get Copper to walk on the left side. As you can see, I found myself right into a hole here.
Yeah, I can.
Cars in the tack room, Amelie. If you're wondering what's happening and why we lost the camera person and Copper all of a sudden froze over here, and a new person just walked in here that we hadn't met before with a dog. Jesus, that was just too much for him. You see that? Oh, I gotta run. I'm gonna let him get the gas out. Big chew there. Did everybody see the big chew? He has to do so many trot laps, so I might as well get them out of the way now. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Boy, go. There we go, our little speed trot. Notice how he carries his head up and slightly in. It's almost as if he collects himself a little bit. Bit of a grass belly, so I'm going to have him try a few more laps. So if you're not following, if you're on TikTok and you're watching me right now and you aren't following my dear friend Morgan, need to. All you have to do is go to my repost. She's just filled in there. just run a lead line at him. That had to be scary. Bring it back down to a walk here in a minute. Anyway, she's been going over poles. She has a pair of rescue horses, by the way. And she's got Harper there. And she's teaching Harper to walk over poles. And I suggested she back over him. Because that's what we do with Copper. He backs over the poles. It strengthens his back end and that ligament. Okay, we got our walk that we were, oh, yeah, had to trot. Trust me, Amelie is really scary. Alright, got a good low head. 1, 2. Some relaxing blows. Not that scary. We walked past Amelie that time, and I'm talking. Good sign. You need your horse to walk. I cannot stress this enough. Get your horse riding. You're going to spend 90% of your time walking. Oh, did you see the agility course?
Yeah, I did.
I'll get it finished, but I thought it looked a lot better. Getting our weeds out. Amelie and I are taking the weeds out of our agility course this week and last. And woo. That was a good boy. That was a really very good. Mima, Dr. Stoll's done. Did you get Rance done too?
Yeah, you saw us.
Cool. Day I loaned my bucket to the kids to do the hennies, and they gave me extras. These aren't mine, but they did not put my fly spray brush in, so I have to go find it. So we're gonna give this guy a quick brush. It's like, okay, brush. I don't like brushes. So I did the brush, this brush with Tawny. She freaked out thinking I had a flag or something. It must feel weird because he's moving around quite a bit too. It's a really soft brush. With Copper, there's a little bit of sawdust right here I want to get off there. When we first started working with Copper, we didn't have very high expectations of what we were going to get accomplished with him. And both Matt and I think now we'll get him saddle gentled. Won't be in the near future, but we'll get there. Horses love to have their neck brushed underneath their mane because they can't ever get that scratched. Simon will about have a pass out over that feeling. Copper doesn't trust me enough yet. He does look better from up here. A lot less chubby. So Matt said in the last 2 weeks we've done a lot of improvement. Oh, is she up there? And that umbrella's moving. Okay, we'll go this way. Let's move away from your umbrella. There you go. Boy. Boy. Yeah. Come over here by the scary bucket. I know. I usually do you in the middle. And you're so safe. And I've got you over here where you're not so safe. I do have to brush that face. It's just icky. Okay. Go, handsome. It's not very buggy now, but this afternoon it's going to get really buggy because it's going to warm up and the bugs are going to come out of hiding. So I'm going to fly spray him real quick. Then we're going to lunge him again on a lunge line. We're going to see if we can get a walk and one close to me. So we did the Henny's feeds last night, and before we did the Henny's feed, I put Al out, because yesterday was Thursday, and that's Al's day out. Every horse has different requirements. Dr. Elizabeth wants him out 3 times a week, so he's hiking over to the round pen 3 times a week, and Monday, Thursdays, and Saturdays are his days off to come out. Because on Saturdays, if he goes to the farmer's market or to the Fall Fest, we're going to be at Fall Fest in Big Way, then he doesn't have he does not have a lot of exercise. And I don't want to overstress him on Saturdays. But he was out yesterday, and then we went in and did the Henny's feet, and we got done with that. We were getting all loaded up in the car to go home. And I look over the round pen and I had forgot Al was in the round pen. So we had to put him away before we left. He's like, what? I'm chopped liver? He lays down over there in that corner where I can't see him, and he just lays there for hours. He loves it. Round pen is his most favorite thing to do. Okay, so Copper has an excessive amount of scar tissue, and it's getting a lot less. Right in here, you can see it right there. When he first got here, I wasn't allowed to touch it. Now I can touch it, but he's not keen on that. That's the only thing I have to worry about with the saddle and saddle gentling him is that going to cause any pain? Right now it's not. Dr. Elizabeth doesn't think it will. There's nothing worse than having bug face in the afternoon, so I make sure I get his face done really well.
9:40.
9:40?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you guys for joining us. Will you cancel everything?